Some breaking news, and the UK Health Security Agency says that one person has died linked to the ongoing E. coli outbreak. The outbreak last month led to a number of manufacturers recalling sandwiches from supermarkets. Let's bring in our science and technology editor, Tom Clarke, for more on this. Afternoon to you, Tom. So what more do we know about this person that may have died, and how far and wide this outbreak has spread?
Hi, Kamali. Yeah, so we've just had an update on the outbreak from the UK Health Security Agency, and they've confirmed that sadly one individual died, most likely, they say, as a result of their infection with this nasty strain of E. coli that caused this widespread outbreak across the UK. All they'll say is it was an adult and that it was somebody with underlying health conditions. Another individual also died following infection with the same strain, also with underlying health conditions, but they're not linking that death directly to the infection, so far at this stage at least. Now, this is, as I was saying, a particularly nasty form of E. coli. Remember, it's a bacterium that exists in all of our guts and that of livestock, but you do have these dangerous forms called STECs, sugar toxin producing E. coli, and they're the ones that cause these foodborne outbreaks and severe gastrointestinal problems. There's been 273 cases, we can now say, and nearly half of those ended up being in hospital. That's probably, though, also an underestimate of the true number of people made ill, because of course it's only the most severely affected people who end up sort of reporting their symptoms and going to see a doctor and end up being hospitalised. But yes, it was a widespread outbreak. It took them a while to figure out that it was linked to salad leaves, most likely lettuce put into sandwiches. That was through a lot of detective work. But what is still ongoing is trying to identify the source of that E. coli contamination. A couple of the producers that were linked to the salads in products that were identified as having caused illness were later found to have had E. coli contamination in their products, not of this strain. So it was obviously something that passed through the system and gone on, but that was evidence that there were obviously hygiene issues around that, and those operators pulled their stock. But the investigation to find the actual specific origin of this is still ongoing, the UKHSA say. But obviously that is something of urgent importance, and people affected, and certainly the public at large, will want to know what's gone on in order to make the food system safe from a repeat of this. I think the only good news in this sorry episode is it appears now, because the supply of those salad products were withdrawn, the number of cases now has returned to what would be sort of normal background E. coli poisoning that happens routinely every day, and none of the cases of this particular strain have been identified since the 24th of June. So that's one thing to be thankful for, I guess.